Amber Heard, Narcissism on Show, Video Analysis, Death Stare. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, utilising my expertise to help you understand more about narcissism in an entirely accurate and meaningful manner. The death stare is a common aspect of certain narcissists. I have highlighted the instances where Harry's wife has utilised it, often towards her nemesis, the Duchess of Cambridge. You might want to watch my video, The Narcissist Stare, to understand more about this and why it's used. But now we're going to go to some footage to enable you to see part of this in action, to understand more about why Amber Heard behaves in the way that she does, and to enable you to understand the appropriate facets of narcissism. There are two short clips that have come together, and I will now play them for you.
Very nice. Do you have a stylist, or you just found it on the rack?
Well, it was laying around in my house, this old thing.
Have you ever had guys fight over you? And
People think I'm insert every adjective imaginable, mostly negative. Insert, pick anything.
Viewing Amber Heard is treated favourably, i.e. they're painted white. The provision of the compliment demonstrates that the interviewer is under control in that particular moment, and she provides positive fuel to Amber Heard. The potency of it is weak because she is a non-intimate tertiary source. It's infrequent because it's just one little impulse that's provided, although the amount is substantial in that brief moment because it's being provided in person. However, although the interviewer demonstrates that she's under control at that particular moment, she then threatens the control in the next moment of Amber Heard. And this is a useful example that demonstrates how the day of the narcissist is split into these very tight, narrow ribbons of various moments where control must be obtained, and the reaction of the narcissist varies ribbon to ribbon to ribbon, i.e. moment to moment to moment. The suggestion that she isn't capable, in a sense, of picking it out for herself by saying, oh, did you just use a stylist, or to say that you didn't really think about it because you just pulled it from the rack, is clearly offensive to Amber Heard. And in the circumstances, that is a threat to control. And in essence, the narcissism causes Amber Heard to think, what are you saying? I'm not capable myself of making stylish choices. And so her response is, well, it was laying around in my house. Sarcastic, haughty, dismissive. She then issues a fake, hollow laugh and then looks elsewhere, demonstrating her lack of accountability to the interviewer by being rude. Watch then the fake smile as it suddenly dissipates, only to be replaced by the death stare, the piercing gaze, as the narcissism in that precise moment fails to maintain the facade and exhibits the cold fury that's exhibited underneath. Now, Amber Heard, as the type of narcissist that she is, utilises both heated fury and cold fury. If you'd like to understand more about this, I would direct you to read my excellent book, Fury. You can find it in the Knowledge Vault or on Amazon. Amber Heard will often use heated fury, and Johnny Depp has been the recipient of that on numerous occasions. But in some instances, cold fury will be used as well. And basically, her narcissism maintains the facade which stops Amber Heard from clawing the eyes out of the interviewer for her transgression of asking such a question, but it isn't able enough to mask the cold fury, and hence the death stare makes its appearance. Thus, she gives a haughty, dismissive, sarcastic answer. She issues a fake laugh. And the narcissism keeps the facade in place to stop her, as I say, from clawing the eyes out of the interviewer or chopping her in the windpipe. But doesn't go so far, because of the type of mid-range narcissist that she is, far enough to mask that cold death stare. And that's a useful example, again, of her response to a threat to control, the nature of how this threat to control can alter within a picosecond, and also the use of the death stare. We then get a second clip where Amber Heard again is being interviewed, and she explains that people think I'm, and then she states, insert every adjective imaginable. There's an empty laugh, and she talks about it being mostly negative. Here, she is triangulating the interviewer with the suggestion that she's bad-mouthed by very many people, and it's a pity play, albeit a haughty and dismissive one. Her victim mentality again comes to the fore. She states, insert pick anything. Then look at the look in her eyes. You can see the ignited fury as it surfaces. Her perpetual victim mentality causes her to react in this fashion. She does not accept any criticism of herself, but she evidently recognizes that she has been repeatedly criticized by people, hence why she talks about there being mostly negative comments made about her. She doesn't recognize them in the sense of seeing any validity or applicability in terms of the negativity that's expressed. But she is able to recognize that it's there. Her narcissism rejects it by saying, they're wrong. They've said it, but they're wrong. But her narcissism also harnesses it, in this instance, for the purposes of a pity play dealt out towards the person asking the question and to those that are viewing at large, to cause her to seem as the poor, hard, put-upon victim. But also, there is that defiant, ignited fury that's showing, the hard eyes, in effect, the death stare, although it's not directed at anybody, that shows what's really going on underneath, and provides you with, once again, an excellent example of her narcissism in action. I will now play the footage once again to enable you to apply what you've heard to it. Please ensure you like this video and you share them as you do with all my others. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.
Very nice. Do you have a stylist, or you just found it on the rack?
Well, it was laying around in my house. This old thing.
Have you ever had guys fight over you? And
People think I'm, insert every adjective imaginable, mostly negative. Insert, pick anything.